Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Penpaplus. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. I know it's been a while that I created an video, but it's been quite busy New Year. But I'll try to create more videos often. In today's video, I want to focus on, and especially for all the creators and authors who are using this tool to share their puzzles with fellow puzzlers. I want to share some tips in a way you can enhance the solver experience and make this web tool convenient to use for the first time solvers or users. So I'm gonna show you or share few tips or features of Penpa that you can use when you are trying to create a puzzle or a Sudoku and share with others. So there are three main features which I would like you all to remember. They're easy, and if you do that, it will help your solver to use this tool smoothly. So the first feature I want to speak about is the retaining the starting mode, or what I would say is which. So there are many modes. I have covered this in another video, like you can shade, you can draw some lines or edges. So we have different modes. So you can choose which mode the solver will start with. So the solver doesn't have to think which button he has to click on. He can simply start solving your puzzle. So the way you do is, let me reset this grid quickly. Yeah. So the way you do is, you follow the standard process. Basically, you know there are two different buttons here, the problem mode and the solution. While I'm in the problem, I enter all my given clues. Let's say I entered 1 2 3 4. These are my given clues, right? And then I select the solution button, right? Remember that you need to be in the solution button to select the mode for the user, because user will be in a solver mode. So you want to set which mode the user will use. So while you are in the solution button, you can select the mode you want. For example, let's say I want the solver to draw a loop. It's a loop puzzle. I can select the line mode and you can see how it works. I'm in the solution button, selecting the line mode, and then I can do the share URL for solving, or the extra options URL with answer check. I believe you are familiar with this URL thing already. If not, I have already shared a video explaining some of these things. So I will put that link under the description of this video, and so you can check that out as well. So if I go here, create, let's say, URL for solving, and let's say I open it. I just want to see if it worked. So if you see the page it landed, it's already in the line mode and the normal sub mode. So user can start drawing the loop. He doesn't have to think about what he should select. And this detail is saved, and it's saved like till this last feature. Basically what I meant is, so you can select line mode, you can also select the sub mode, let's say diagonal. You can also select the style. So let's say I want the user to draw loop in red color if you want. But the thing is, green is the best choice, because if you are enabling answer check, which is here, extra options answer check, you may notice that the line mode, it only detects the green color for answer checking. So it's best to leave the default green for this line. but you might have some more flexibility in case of number mode or something. I'll come to that in a while. But just a quick recap, so I'm in solution button. I selected line mode. And let's say I want it in the diagonal so that user can draw this kind of things. Special useful in some puzzles, let's like the diagonal hidato or some other types where you have diagonal loops possible. And then green color. And then I can do share URL for solving, open, and you can see that it landed in exactly uh, the same setting till till the last detail. So you can select the sub mode style and everything where the landing page would be. So the user can start solving the puzzle. So that is the first tip I want to share. I'll just quickly show another example. Let's say if I'm in the number mode, normal is fine, or maybe candidates. Then let's say instead of green, I wanted blue color, because for the number solution, it allows user to enter digits in either green, red or blue color. So all this information is provided here. When you go for the answer check, I would strongly recommend to carefully read this. And it clearly says here, like for example here, number, it allows normal, L, M, S, green, blue or red color. So it describes which element or which combination of style and submodes the Penpa does the answer verification if you provide the answer to Penpa. And now let's verify this. So I create URL for solving, and if I open this URL, you can see it landed in the candidate modes. So I can directly enter digits and it's in blue color. So you can see it remembers all these settings. So you can select these settings for the user, and remember you need to be in the solution button while you are selecting this setting for the user. This was the first tip I wanted to share. The second thing I want to share is this feature, which again I covered in one of the videos, but I want to again remind the tab settings. Basically, you can select for a, so the tab button is basically you can select, it provides a list of these modes and sub modes. So for example, I'm in the line and I want to switch between normal and helper. So in the tab, I can go to let's say here line normal and line helper, and I can, if I hit a tab button on my keyboard, you can see it is switching between normal and helper uh, modes. So that is the beauty of this tab button. It allows user to select their own choice of modes which they can circulate using the tab or enter key. So even if I press the enter key, right, stuck here, here, edge normal, yeah, sorry. So as you can see, either I can press enter key or the tab key, and it will switch between the selected modes. And again, this setting is saved by the Penpa. The user, when it lands, this setting is already there. So you can just mention in your instruction that you need to, the user need to only press tab to switch between the modes which you feel is optimum for the user, and they have the flexibility to set these settings on their own. So for example, let's go ahead, let's say I'm doing this edge, normal and helper. I'm tab set to these two modes, and if I generate URL for solving, open, let me the other one, and I landed, I did nothing, and I'm simply pressing tab, and you can see those tab settings are retained, and user can go and modify here whenever they want. So this again helps in a lot of puzzles or sudokus where you can provide the settings for the user. For example, let's say you are creating a tight fit sudoku and you want to switch between the corner modes and the normal, right? So you can go here, clear all, then number 1/4 is actually the corner, and then number normal. So if I press tab, you can see it is switching between the normal and the corner mode, right? And I can just, again, just to verify, create URL for solving, open, and tab, and you can see it is switching between the normal and the corner mode. So this is the second tip I wanted to provide, which again, as an author or a setter, you can do these settings and provide and make uh, the solver experience much more flexible and friendly. And apart from this, the third step, which is optional depending on how you want, is to enable the automatic answer checking. I have covered an explicit video showing about how to enable answer check in Penpa. So I'm not going to go in the details now, and I will provide the link to that video as well in the description of this video. So feel free to check that out. So to recap, there are three things you can do as a author or setter. In the solution button mode, in the solution, you can select which mode the landing page should be set to, and also you can select the tab settings if you want to. All of these are optional, so even if you forget, that's fine. It will land in the default setting, which is surface, that is shading, and no tab selection. That's the default. But if you do select, then it will respect your choice and it will land on that particular setting. And so that's all from me today. And as usual, if you have any requests for me to cover any particular video or feature of Penpa, please let me know through comments or the email ID penpaplus@gmail.com. And please do not forget to like and hit subscribe. With that, take care, guys. Bye.